Alright, so it's been a minute since I've recorded. I snap all the time, as you guys know, and I sometimes do IG lives. I do whatever I can to project my messages out to you guys. But I got to thinking, I was just doing cardio, and I'm a little late getting back from the gym today. But I got to thinking about, because I'm always chiming in, like, I'll see somebody post something on social media, via Facebook mostly. It'll be some kind of a meme saying, my last relationship made it hard for me to trust people. And specifically, I see this a lot with women. Men are more like kind of closed in with their emotions and feelings, whatever. But with women, they tend to project their feelings based on situations they've encountered prior. And I'm always like the devil's advocate. I come in and I'm like, well, yeah, why are you continuing to let that person affect you? And they're like, oh, fuck that person, they're not affected. I'm like, well, clearly they are. Because if you can't look to the next relationship as a positive and see the optimism in your future relationships because you're hung up on him or her, whatever your situation was, you're weak-minded. And this is not to attack people. This is just simply stating that, and not to get into the quantum world on you guys, but like, I Googled, so Newton's law of motion, right? This is quantum physics, right? A boulder is sitting in place, right? A boulder cannot move. A big rock, a fucking boulder cannot move until somebody pushes it, some piece of equipment, whatever. Something has to set that in motion, correct? That's you. Our lives are, in a sense, predetermined, but we still have the freedom of choice. We still have free will. We can choose to dwell on things. We can choose to move forward. We can choose, within reason, to get our rock moving in whatever direction we want to get it moving. And that's where I think a lot of people lack. And it just kills me because I see so-and-so's like, well, I really wish I could work out, but I can't because I have lupus, or I have this, or I have that. It's like excuse after excuse after excuse. But then you see these heroic stories of people that lost both arms, both legs in some crazy car accident or something wild. And they're climbing mountains, or their buddies, hiking them up. These crazy feat. These people against all odds and against all the shittiest circumstances in the world are making things happen. And so then, of course, people's rebuttal to that is like, well, that, that's them or that's so-and-so. No, we all have the same ability. I run into speed bumps and things along the way, whether it be my career, whether it be financially, whether it be my health, whether it be like right now my body in this herniated disc. Like, things suck, but I absolutely refuse. If I go to the doctor and the doctor's like, Ray, you have a herniated disc, you need to stop training legs or the lower back or whatever, I'm like, nope, not gonna happen. What can I do? Because, doc, I'm gonna fucking do it. What can I do within reason? I don't want to hurt myself worse because I'm not an idiot, but what within reason? You're not going to take away my passion. It's not going to happen. And so then, all right, Ray, since you're stubborn, we can do this. Okay, so boom, we just found a way. We just found, it may not be the easiest, but there's a way. And that's why I tell everyone, I'm like, all the time, I'm just trying to convey my point. I'm like, guys, you run into hard times, whether it be you see you married the wrong person, they're crazy and they're not good for you, and life it's just one thing after another. You still have time to change. Jeff Bezos created Amazon in his 40s, right? Now he's the richest man in the world, clearly the most successful person to ever grace the planet. And he's, 60-something? And don't quote me on these, but I know he's older. He founded Amazon in 1994. And he had already had a career prior to that on Wall Street. So, and that's a huge extreme viewpoint, but to dumb that down, everyday people, me, you, are doing it every day. And it's not always easy. So when I'm making these little points or these little jabs and stuff on social media, I'm just trying to get you to see things from a different perspective. You have the freedom to choose. You absolutely do. Whether you're going through a shitty divorce, you just got fired, boom, doors have to close for other things, for other opportunities to present themselves, because we as humans going against, well, not going against it, but following this law of motion, we stay sedentary in a way. We find we're like the boulder. We don't move until something shoves us in the ass, good swift kick in the ass saying you need to move. And I'm not saying, it's always easiest. Sometimes you go through a horrible breakup. Well, then you meet the love of your life later that's better for you. Sorry, my phone just fucked off on me. So, to close this video, and I know I need to post more because I have so many of these ideas, and some of you guys are like, fuck it, we don't care, we don't want to hear, and that's fine. You don't have to. But in closing, my point is, I'm not going to give you some false motivational, like, it's easy and you just gotta want it. Jesus fuck. See, this is why I get mad. You guys see it now. I'm not gonna give you guys some false, motivation, like, you can have anything, but you have to apply yourselves. I'm just telling you that opportunities are there and you can do it. You just have to choose whether or not you're gonna do it. I mean, and it literally is that simple. It's not always easy, but the decision is that simple. I tell my friends all the time, they're like, how can you not be affected by so-and-so? I'm like, because I choose. I mean, call it arrogance, call it my ego, call it cockiness, call it whatever you want. I decide. I can have anything I want because I decide. I can, within reason, of course, sometimes like I'll talk to my wife about stuff, but I will compel her to do what I want, because if I'm so passionate and I'm so forthwilling and gonna do it, she's like, he's on it, he's gonna go. I make people around me concede to me because I'm so passionate, and I give them good reason, right? I don't just leave people blind. So, and that's why I've always said, I'm like, careers, shit, my career is fuck. For any of those in oil and gas and understand, it's very volatile, so it's very stressful. But I have to, and every once in a while I get off my plan, and I'm like, shit, all right, Race, figure it out. It's gonna be fine. You've done this, you're gonna get through it. And if you don't, something else is waiting for you. So in closing, and I know my videos are choppy, and I know you guys don't have to fucking tell me and edit it for me. I just speak from the heart. I don't research. I mean, I do research, obviously. I'm always listening to books and stuff, but these are ideas that I come up from my own thoughts, and like, I read a book the other day that got me thinking about this. Well, then I have to kind of process it for a little bit, and then kind of, okay, well, how can I apply that to myself? And then a few days later I get inspiration for, okay, well, now I can convey this to other people. So sorry I delay and I don't post as much, and I'm trying to get better, and also you guys can help me if you want to see more and actually care. Please like, share, let me know. Tell me what you want me to talk about. As cocky as it sounds, I have a lot of good information because I'm on the road a lot, and I have a lot of opportunity to re-educate and educate myself. So thank you guys.